September 1st, probably about 50 degrees out, and we are headed to a brand new lake to do some early morning topwater frog fishing for largemouth bass. This is a brand new lake I've never been to. We got a 13-minute drive just to the north of us, and we're going to start by throwing the topwater frog. On the aerial, it looks like there's a bunch of pads right by the boat landing, and it's a pretty big section of pads. And there's kind of trails to open paths to each person's dock, but it looks pretty thick with pads. I think there's some decent bass in here. I know there's a lot of small pike, I believe, but never fished it. Pretty excited, so we'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, we are out on the water, and this cover looks very, very thick. We're gonna start by throwing the topwater frog. Just a beautiful morning out. The past couple mornings have just been absolutely gorgeous up here. It is September 1st. It's a little chilly out. We got the sweater on, but mornings like these get me excited to be in the tree stand very soon. So this cover looks insanely thick, so it'll be curious to see if there's fish in here. I'm sure there will be, but hopefully they can connect with the frog, so stay tuned. Oh, sweet. First fish of the morning. Nice bass. Look at that. New lake, first fish. I think came up out of the thick stuff and I saw his wake. Big head, skinny body. First fish, real dark, healthy fish. Besides, he's a little skinny. First fish on the frog, nice. Well guys, that was a good start. We've only been fishing for 6 minutes now, and we caught one 50 yards away from the launch. Hopefully the morning continues like that. That fish just came right out of that thick stuff up there. I quick ran back to the truck and grabbed my sunglasses. But we're gonna keep on fishing this frog, and hopefully we keep getting bites like that. That was a great start. That was a decent fish. Second blow up of the morning. Completely missed it. Let's see if we can get him in again. It's right where he was, right there. Got him that time. That's a good one. Really nice fish. Oh, come on, he's in the thick stuff. Really good fish. Get up here. Man, they're freaking destroying this frog. Look at that bait down his gullet. Got him the second time. There we go. Not a bad bass. Second one in the morning. It's been a great start. They're in the pads. Real dark fish. You got this muck bottom and just a bunch of weeds and pads. Alright guys, so it is 7:40. We've been fishing probably for an hour now, and we only got those 2 bass, which we caught right in the first 20 minutes or so, and both came on the edges of these thick pads. Nothing, I haven't had any blow-ups in any of the thick stuff. I've only had 2 blow-ups, and those were both the fish I caught. I've heard some fish busting, and I've seen a couple in the thick stuff, but otherwise I'm surprised we haven't had any more action. But basically just a crap ton of pads with a bunch of milfoil in between and other types of weeds, and we're going back and forth in between these lanes for boats. These pads are just broke up in sections, as you guys can see, but real good bass habitat it seems, but I'm just surprised we're not getting any more blow-ups. So we're gonna keep throwing the frog, and hopefully it gets better. But still just a beautiful morning. It's awesome to be out here. So hopefully we'll catch some more. Stay tuned. There we go. Finally we got one. Good one too. Gosh, damn, these guys are inhaling the frog. That thing hit it like he was much bigger. Definitely the smallest fish, but finally, it's been over an hour now, and I just couldn't believe that we're not catching as many as what I thought we would with how the morning started. I mean, we're fishing all the same kind of structure, but that one smoked it. This fish feels much colder than the other ones. That's number 3. Alright guys, it's been 3 hours and we only have 3 fish. It's been real slow, to my surprise. All those pads looked really good, especially up here towards the end of this lane. It really kind of thinned out, and they all seem to be in, you know, the perfect amount of water, 2-3 feet. In some areas it's hard to tell, they're much shallower I'm sure, but I was casting my frog up there and I was moving a lot of water. It seemed like it was a lot of water, but who knows, looks could be deceiving. But we're gonna start throwing this choppo. A lot of weeds right here, out towards the middle here. It's not super deep, but maybe we can get a pike or something, or a nice bass. Ooh, that was a nice one. Completely missed it. We might be able to get him again. Basically it went airborne. It's been a while since we've had any action. We're working our way in the middle of these pads, and these pads over here are more definitely more spaced out, just kind of in little clumps. And the water's at least 3 feet deep, mixed in with some weeds, so it's perfect. I'm just surprised we're not getting more blow-ups, but that was a solid blow-up. Just missed it. Let's see if we can catch them again. Well guys, it is 10 o'clock and we are gonna wrap her up, I think. Definitely thought it would be a much better morning, especially with how it started. We caught those 2 fish within the first 20 minutes on Topwater frog, and just the amount of lily pads in this area, just acres of them, and they're literally just fields. I mean, and the water seems to be fairly deep, which is surprising that we only had 4 blow-ups and 3 out of the 4 fish we caught. And the ones we did catch, I mean, the frog was down their throat, so the ones that were hitting it were eating it really good. But I mean, I really thought we'd have a crap ton of blow-ups with the amount of habitat and pads. I mean, these are by far the best pads I have fished all year, and there are some small bluegill popping, but compared to the other lakes I fished, I feel like some of the other lakes have definitely had more bluegill in them in the pads, and I was towards the end, I was in the middle of the pads, and I really didn't see many bait fish or small bluegill or anything. So that maybe that played a factor there, if the bass just weren't there, obviously. But I was committed to keep throwing the frog. We did throw that chopple for a little bit with no luck, but I just thought we would really, with the amount of habitat, I really thought we'd just put a smack down on them. But it was fun. The fish we did catch were pretty good quality. That first one was a little skinny, but good sized fish, big head. Real dark, all the fish were real dark, but super fun morning. I will definitely be back here. I mean, it was really fun being in the middle of the pads fishing these lanes. It's unique. I haven't fished many bodies of water like this, so I will definitely be coming back. But pretty fun morning. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos.